What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. In tonight's episode, we are heading back out to the piece of land that has been cursed by witches. Now, the last time that we were there, we ended up catching all this incredible activity and responses. But the two main questions that I really want answered, that's what we're going to try to figure out tonight. And that is, what exactly happened on this property and why is it cursed? So guys, if you haven't seen part one, make sure you check it out. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Without any further ado, let's get right into tonight's episode. Alright guys, I just made it here at the piece of land. Now, let me go ahead and explain to you guys my way of thinking as I'm going into this investigation. You know, now that they understand that I'm not here for any ill intentions or anything of that nature, hopefully they will open up a little bit more, answer some of the questions that I have, maybe, go into detail of what exactly happened here on this land to, what happened, why is it cursed, what did they do, were they doing witchcraft here, spells, I really want them to open up to me and tell me everything that I could possibly find out. So right here behind me is this really thick grass. We're going to go ahead and walk through this grass. We're going to set up, and it's going to open up here at the very, very back. We're going to set up at a spot, and we're going to get this investigation underway. Alright guys, look at this place. This is freaking nuts, ain't it? I gotta walk through this. Now let's hope this time that black cat don't jump out and scare the hell out of me like it did in the last investigation. Although I didn't catch that part on camera. This is some thick stuff, man. Alright, this is where I went in last time. Goodness gracious, look at this crap. This stuff is no joke, man. Alright, I'm gonna walk all the way to the very back and we're gonna set up and we're gonna get started. Alright guys, I finally made it back here and I'm all set up. Oh, look at the K2. And as you can see right here, look how thick it is in front of me. This is crazy. Alright, so I'm going to be running two K2. Look at the K2. What is that? I'm already hearing crazy noises back there. Look at the K2 meter. I mean, like as soon as I sit down, it starts getting crazy. I haven't even asked nothing. I haven't even turned Spirit Talker on. But as you can see, I got a cat ball right there. I got the two K2 meters, the REM pod, and the Flux 2 right here. I'm going to go ahead and turn on Spirit Talker. Make sure the volume's up all the way. Hi, my name is Mikey. Is there any spirits here that would like to communicate with me? Look. I was out here not too long ago, and you guys confirmed that this land was cursed. Look. Are you confirming that it has been cursed by witches? Look at that. I came back to ask you guys a couple. Whoa, no. What do you mean by no? Do you not want to talk? That's really weird because
others are scared.
Others are scared. Wow. I don't mean any harm. Yes. I don't mean any harm or any ill intentions. I'm here just to communicate with y'all. I came to ask a couple questions, that's it. Maybe you can help me. Look at that K2 meter. Maybe you can help me understand a little more about this land. Whoa, that spike in the red. My name's Mikey. I was here not too long ago. What is that? Dude, that sounds like a cat. That sounds like that cat. That thing is way back there in the woods. Did y'all hear that? It was like meow, meow. Dude. That black cat is lurking, dude. He knows I'm
I'll
here.
I'll throw something.
I'll throw something. No, you don't have to do that. I know you're here with me. See, it's like
optimism.
Optimism. See, it's like there's two different types of energies here, guys. This is what I was explaining in the last episode. There's a good energy here and a very negative energy. But they have confirmed that they're all with each other. They were all a bunch of witches. Can you explain a little more into detail what actually happened here for me, please? Whoa, that's a big spike on that K2. Look at that, guys. It's detecting some type of energy right over there.
Peacefulness.
Peacefulness. Is this the same witch that came through last time? Spike on the K2.
Vitality.
Vitality. Can you explain a little more into detail what exactly happened here for me, please? No. Look, that thing is going to red, guys. Why is this land cursed? What happened here? Look at that K2. Whoa. Thank you. Wow. Look at that, man. Wow. Is there multiple witches still here that roam these grounds? Yes. Look, K2 meter. Am I speaking to these witches? Perhaps one of them. Whoa, holy crap. Can you do that again for me, please? Can you come a little closer to that meter? Look at that.
I'm walking around.
I'm walking around. Look at that, guys. And you can tell something's walking
Amy.
around. What? Amy? Is that your name? Amy? You can tell something's walking around right through here because this is where the energy's being detected from. See that K2 meter? It keeps going off. Something is standing right over here. Whoa, look at that.
Malefaction.
What did it say? Malefaction. I've never even got that word before. Can you back up, please? Was there a lot of deaths that happened here on this land?
Adam.
Adam. Amy. Adam. I'm getting a couple different names. Are you trying to tell me the names of the people who died here on this land? Maybe there was... Whoa, yes. Was there witchcraft done here on this land? Were y'all out here casting spells?
Would you help?
Would you help? Whoa, Rumpod. Would you help? What would you like? Rumpod again.
Let's sit and talk.
Let's sit and talk. I'm here talking to you. How can I help? And all of a sudden the wind picks up out of nowhere, guys. That is freaking crazy. Look, check this out. I'm literally right here underneath the moon. There's no clouds in the skies. There's no storms coming through. Just the wind picked up all by itself. Look at that, man. That's crazy. What the hell? I mean, the wind's really picked up out of nowhere. Out of freaking nowhere. Oh my goodness. Listen to that wind. I promise you guys there is no storms happening tonight. That is freaking wild. And this REM pod is going ballistic. Yes. Wow. So they agreed with me that the REM pod's going ballistic. They're like, yes, it's me. I'm making it do that. That's wild, man. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and reset this. Look at that. You really like using that device, huh?
Shadow.
Shadow. Shadow. Are you trying to tell me there's a dark energy here? Yes. Well, we knew that from the last time we were here. Alright guys, so what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and break out GhostTube Seer. And I just want to see if they can show me some images and maybe give me some clues on what happened here at this property and why it's cursed. Maybe they can send me something that's going to, really help us understand. Because it seems like to me that they're having a hard time using words or communicating, if you know what I mean. They're not having a hard time using Spirit Talker. It's just them explaining the whole story to me, So let's try something different and let's see what GhostTube Seer can give us. Alright guys. Oh, look at that. We got our first image. And it looks like it's a bunch of doctors or nurses. It's a bunch of doctors and nurses just standing there. Huh. That's pretty strange. I don't know what that could mean though. I mean, look at that. It's like a bunch of nurses and doctors. Huh. Were y'all doing surgeries out here? I really don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Can you please show me an image to help me understand on why this place is cursed? Just give me a clue. Yes. Okay, well go ahead. You can use this right over here. Whoa. Holy shit. Oh my god. That scared the hell out of me, man. Look at that. That thing is going nuts. That's a very strong spike. You can go ahead and show me an image if you would like. Cat ball. Look at that. Cat ball. Oh, they're definitely here. They're trying to communicate. Look at that, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. Use this device right here and create an image to help me understand why this place is cursed. Why did y'all set a curse on this place? Was it to protect this land? Maybe someone was trying to invade this territory and y'all didn't like that. Whoa, there's a man. Whoa, it's an evil man. Look, he ain't got no freaking eye. What the hell? That's crazy looking. That's evil. Like he has no eye here, and this is like just white. What exactly is that supposed to mean? That's weird, man. And we also got the name Adam. So I don't know if that's relevant to anything, but that was a man that looked evil, or he lost his eyes. Maybe they took his eyes. Because, I mean, I know with witchcraft and stuff, they'll use your hair and teeth and stuff like that. I don't know about the eyes. Maybe if you guys know a little more about that, drop it down in the comments and let me know. Alright guys, before we go back to Spirit Talker, look right there. I just want to scan with the SLS. Look, I told you that's where the energy's coming from. That looked like an orb that just shot across the phone. Whoa, that was... Did y'all see that? That was like a streak of light. That was weird, man. Look at that. How many of you are here right now? Dude, it's like orbs everywhere. Freaking surrounding. Whoa, did you see that? Did you see that? Okay, I think that's... Whoa. I'm telling you guys, this place is full of activity. It's just really trying to get them to open up, you know what I mean? We know that they're here. We know that this place is cursed. We know that there's still witches here on this land, protecting this land, or doing something here, you know? They're definitely still here, and they're making their presence known. This is crazy. Alright, let's go back to Spirit Talker. Is there anything that you would like to share with me that's going to help me understand what exactly happened here? Now guys, I know I probably sound like a broken...
He's over there.
He's over there. Are you talking about the evil god that you showed me earlier? Maybe his name was Adam? Yes. Where is he at? That's crazy. So what is this Adam guy's... How does he play a role in this? That's what I want to know. That's weird, man. Whoa. There's a cat ball again. Wow.
Keep going.
Keep going. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly happened here. That's all I'm trying to do. Were y'all killed here? Maybe that's why y'all are still here. Maybe y'all were murdered here. Maybe you were hung here. Whoa. Look at that. Yes! So that's why y'all are still here. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Y'all were hung here. Wow. Were y'all set on fire? Like, did they hang you? Did they set you on fire and hang you? No, they just hung you. Wow. So what exactly happened? Did they find out what you were doing here? Maybe they found out about the spells and the curses that you were setting. Yes. Holy shit, dude. That's crazy. That makes a lot of sense. How did they find out?
I was treated well.
I was treated well. Okay.
Scroll.
Scroll. If y'all were all witches, I'm going to say that y'all were all sisters. Was your sisters being treated well? No. They were the evil ones. They were the evil ones. I told you guys there was multiple energies. Whoa, whoa. Look at that. There was multiple energies. I told y'all there was evil beings here and the good one. And it just confirmed it again. And it seems like to me, the good one is the one that keeps coming through. Maybe that's, yes, maybe that's Amy. Look. Wow, that's incredible, man.
You are determined.
You are determined. Catball. You are determined. Yes, I'm just trying to figure out what happened here. And you have told me that, you know, they figured y'all out. They caught y'all. They killed you here. Look at that. That's freaking nuts, man. Alright, guys, so hear me out. This is what I'm thinking. This guy, Adam, he was obviously an evil guy, you know. Perhaps he's the one that set this bounty on these witches, you know, and then a whole group of people came after them. He knew where they were staying, which was somewhere on this land. And, you know, they captured them, hung them, and before they were actually hung, you know, they set a curse on this place. You know, what that curse in detail does, I have no clue. I'm not sure. But they definitely did something, you know, and they're definitely still here. It seems like they're very angry. You know, the one is still kind of calm and cool. She's the one that's talking to me. But this has been pretty wild. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to break out a voice recorder and we're going to do an EVP session. Alright guys, I got the voice recorder right here. I'm going to go ahead and hit record. How many witches are still here on this land? Why did you curse this land? What exactly happened here on this land? Did a bunch of people come after you and hang you? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. How many witches are still here on this land? Why did you curse this land? What exactly happened here on this land? I'm not getting anything. Did a bunch of people come after you and hang you? Alright guys, so I didn't get anything on the voice recorder. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let Spirit Talker run for just a minute. And I'm just going to kind of sit here and see if they got anything else they would like to share with me. You know, but so far it seems like, you know, exactly what I said. Somebody that obviously they knew, you know, told on them, you know, knew about them. Somehow or another, this guy figured out, you know, what they were all about and what they were doing. He went to a bunch of other people and they came looking for these individuals and they caught them, figured out they were witches, hung them. Whoa, big spike on the K2 when I said that. So that's exactly what happened. Look at that. That thing has not spiked in a while. You know, that's kind of ironic that I'm sitting here saying the story, you know.
My voice is heard.
My voice is heard. Right there. So are you confirming that everything that I just said is correct? Can you make that meter spike for me? Yes. Look at that. My voice is heard. That's what they were trying to tell me, guys. And right before... Oh, God. My throat again. It feels like something's choking me. Oh, my goodness. Right before they hung y'all, you set a curse on this land. Look at that. Wow. Oh. Whoa, that was a big spike. Yes. So that's what they did, man. That's crazy, and they're still here to this day. That's wild. Is there anything else that you would like to share with me? Wow.
There's a curse.
There's a curse. There's a curse. Yes. It just went back to green. There's a curse. What? Oh my god. You cannot make this shit up, dude. Look, it's just holding a yellow. Look at that. Come on, man. Guys, that's crazy. You can't make that shit up. Go ahead and hit the like button if you're enjoying this episode. That is absolutely mind-blowing. All the validation in the world. You know, that's freaking nuts, man. Wow. Wow, dude. That is so cool. I cannot believe that. Thank you so much for validating that. Thank you.
The children sing.
The children sing. Oh, wow. So, are you telling me there was children involved? Whoa, that looked like it spiked. Yes, there was children involved. Oh, wow. That could be a reason to set a curse on this place. They had children. No. Whoa, it went to red. That wasn't the reason. Wow. That's wild, man. Are the children still here on this land? Are they still here with y'all? I don't know if the K2 just went to, if it spiked or not. I think it did. Yes. The children are still here. Wow. And the children sing. Does the children have the answers of, you know, what potentially happened here? Maybe the children could help me out
The
a little.
road.
What? The road? We're not that far from the road. Y'all probably hear the traffic. Wow, man. So it's confirming that the children hold the key to something. You know, they know something. This is getting very confusing. This is wild. Maybe I need to come back and reach out to the children. Maybe they can help me. Maybe they're the ones that can go into detail about the land and what exactly whoa, there's a spike. Yes. Wow. Alright guys, well it seems like there's obviously children here. So we might have to come
They do
back.
rituals.
They do rituals. Holy shit, dude. They do they're the ones that was doing the rituals. Whoa. They were doing the rituals. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you. They do rituals. The children are doing rituals. Maybe that's what they were doing. They were teaching the children how to do rituals. Wow. That's crazy. Yes. Yes, it just went to green. They were teaching the children how to do rituals here. Maybe that's what sparked everything, you know? Maybe this guy thought that that was wrong, you know? Look, big spike. That, look at that! Green!
Trumpet.
Trumpet. Maybe they were playing trumpets. They just said that the children sing. Whoa, look at that. Wow, that's crazy. All right, well, I want to say thank you so much for communicating with me tonight. This has been absolutely amazing. I look forward to coming back out here and speaking with the children and, maybe collecting some more information on what happened. But like I said, I'm not here to have any ill intention. I'm not here to try to hurt you guys or anything like that. I'm just here to try to figure out information about what happened to the land and why it was cursed. I want to thank you again for sharing this information with me. I hope you can be at peace and find God, maybe go towards the light. No. Whoa, they didn't like that. And all of a sudden that wind picked up out of nowhere again. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for now. You cannot attach to me. You cannot attach to my equipment. You cannot follow me back home. Thank you again.
I am Draco.
I am Draco. I don't know what that means. I've never had that come through ever before. Maybe that's one of the children's names. But like I said, I look forward to coming.
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Okay. I look forward to coming back out here and speaking with y'all. Thank you again, and God bless. Alright, you guys, I tell you what, just going through all that thick grass and trying not to get lost is a freaking journey on its own, but we finally made it back, and man, oh man, what a crazy investigation that was. All the validation in the world that we wanted, right? It seems like there's starting to be a story that's being told, it's slowly starting to come out, but there was a little twist in this one, something I really wasn't expecting, and that twist is that there's children involved. Okay, and potentially they hold the key to some of the answers that happened there on that land. Okay, so what I would like to do is go back and try to get in contact with the spirits, maybe take a couple more little trigger objects like the Boo Buddy or maybe the Dead Bell or maybe both, and we'll just go from there, guys. But this has been absolutely mind-blowing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you guys already know what to do. Do the thing. Go ahead and hit that like button. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Remember to keep it spooky, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.